Today it's Tuesday, January 9, 2024. Intake manifold. Okay, I'm gonna answer to myself and to one gentleman who placed a comment. He's asking, Tasso, you said that you're never gonna open intake manifold again. Why you open it? You have a point. Yeah, you're right. You're 100% right. But, I cannot go back in time. That's the problem. I'm gonna answer, like I said, to myself and to you at the same time. First thing first. The car, just a second, don't put any number plate. The car is over there. It's sitting over there, all right? The car has only 70,000 kilometers, all right? When I see the intake manifold from up, I see that I don't see any corrosion outside. It looks decent. And I'm saying that the car is very well maintained. It doesn't need so many things. Normal wear here and there. So what are you going to say at the end of the day to the customer? Especially when he had the fault for the adaptation of the throttles. That what it takes this one, it's involving to open it, clean the throttles, and then put by again. And if you clean the throttles, you're going to leave the intake manifold full of oil, as it was. Now I clean it, okay? It's not like before, obviously. It's dry, it does have a dust, it does have a sand, it does have a garbage inside, it's beautiful. All right. So, what's my point? What are you gonna do? You're gonna say to the customer that, you need intake manifold at 70,000 kilometers. And like I said, I watched it outside, and I said, all right, it looks decent. It doesn't look like that it has a corrosion somewhere, let us say, to come apart here, like usually, or here around. It looks nice. Okay, now it looks a little bit better because I washed it. It's not 100%, but it's better than before. Don't forget, it's a used intake manifold. All right, the only thing what I saw, it was this one. And this is classic. This, you have to put a helicoil inside. Otherwise, you're not going to have, the threads are not going to last. All right? So, for these reasons, because 70,000 kilometers engine, car, intake manifold, it looks very decent, very nice, the car. It had also the fault for the throttle adaptation that, like I'm saying all the time, you just have to clean it and then, boom, you're back in business and everybody happy. I said, okay, what in hell? Let's make one exception. Let's open it and do it nice, clean it, make it to be, extend the life of the intake manifold, all right? This, by the way, this is the sticker that I'm removing all the time. That's located there inside. Otherwise, you're going to fly, and you don't want to have any headache, all right? Please note that this color, what you see here, once upon a time, when it was new, it was like this, all right? Then, another one important thing. Some people, they're saying, put epoxy on that, all right? Or where has the holes. This, it's not like a steel, it's not like aluminum. It's not, what's gonna happen? This, as soon as it has corrosion, it's gonna come a time from the vacuum that has inside, and it's gonna come all the piece apart. It's not gonna be, it doesn't have the structure, this magnesium, aluminum, zinc, it does have the same structure like an aluminum or steel, that it can crack and it's gonna stay there. This is gonna just go away. So imagine, let us say, you put epoxy from this side, forget it. I'm not putting from this side. Sometimes when it's when it's minor, what I'm doing, I'm putting it from here, all right, from here inside, and I'm putting also the wiring, the cable, to have extra support. So the epoxy to stack on the wiring and on the bottom. Except of this, to stack on this one, as it is right now, it will not gonna stick nothing there. You have to sand it, you have to clean it, to be nice and silver and shiny, to be able to hold it somewhere, the epoxy or whatever you're gonna put here. Okay? By start grinding it here, by just removing material with a Dremel, you're gonna make it even more thin, and guess what is gonna happen? You're gonna come outside here. It's not like aluminum, it's not like a steel. That's my point. I don't want to get a chance after a year, let us say, to remove something from this point here and get sucked inside the engine, and then you're gonna come the customer here, or you're gonna go to other place, then you're gonna tell him, you see what they did for you? It came apart and it gets sucked inside the engine. I'm sorry, I'm not doing it that. All right? I open the intake manifold, one main reason, to clean the throttles for the adaptation, and then to wash it, don't have an oil, to put a new PCV, to be everybody happy, to be the customer happy. That's why. You want to know another one thing? Currently, right now, at the office, we have a brand new intake manifold. Instead of doing all these things, don't have a headache, for me at least, I can say to the owner that, you know what, go get the brand new intake manifold if you want. Otherwise, keep it as it is. I didn't do that. I said, okay, be reasonable. You have the throttle adaptation fault, you have a clean external intake manifold, you have a low mileage car, so why not, right? Make one exception. And again, after this intake manifold, trust me, you're not gonna see any other video. I did that for a friend of mine, this gentleman, I don't know him even, okay, I did it on an E63 because it was very low mileage car, and the owner, he wants to put an oil cut scan, and he didn't even have the adaptation for the throttle, and it was my friend, and I told him that, you know, that if something happened, you know that you're going for an intake manifold. He totally understands that, and that's it. Now in this case, again, my priority was clean the throttles, clean the intake from inside, from all this oil and all this what it get inside, like any other time, to be nice and dry as it is right now, sorry. Okay, take care also the carbon here on the ports, to be nice, here for the fuel injectors, to be beautiful, and put it back together. Did you pay attention that I have stopped also painting the intake manifolds? I'm not painting anymore. Then, for the fuel injectors, there was also another one guy, he said that, you know what, you can clean the fuel injectors. Yeah, it's not about cleaning the fuel injectors. It's about that even if you clean the fuel injectors, the plug here, it's going to continue leaking oil outside. The injector itself, it can't stack open because of the clearance that has inside. Yeah, you can hydrolock the engine. It's not about washing the injectors to spray correct. It's all about to don't stack open any injector and hydrolock the engine. And then you lose the engine. That's all about. Wash the injectors, yeah, good morning, 101. It's not something new. This leak, what you see here on the plug, by washing the injector, yeah, okay, the spray pattern is going to be better. The needle inside, the clearance that you're going to have, you're not going to change something. You're not going to add materials. You're not going to fix the clearance, the tolerance that has inside. And you're not going to change anything on the seal of the plastic body here. It makes sense, right? So, a little bit common sense, all right? That's the thing now. Once again, me personally, if the owner, he comes and he signs a paper that we are not carrying any responsibility by installing back this plate, I will gonna install it back in place, but it's not gonna be my choice, okay? It's not gonna be my call. This is gonna be from the owner. It's his car. He has the right to do whatever he wants, all right? He might say to me that, you know what, yeah, put it back again. No problem. Just sign the paper that you are informed, you know that what's happening here, and you're not going to blame us if something happened, and then yes, I will gonna install it back again, no problem, all right? Or if he wants to get only the plate, yeah, it's welcome, get only the plate, I'm going to put back together, everybody happy. You don't want to change the fuel injectors, no problem. If it gets, knock on wood, you know, knock on my head, if something goes south, you know, I inform you. That's the thing, again, all right? What I'm going to do now? Nothing, I'm going to wrap it and waiting for an answer. I don't want to contaminate anything. It's nice and dry and clean. All right, the rubber here, it's beautiful. It's not suffering this one. The only headache what we have here, it's this one. All right, the plenum, the plate, the inner plate, and the injectors, they will go around. Fine, yes. Just, is it a ticking bomb? I have no clue. Yay. That's my point. Small update. When it comes to time, I'm gonna address it. I'm still waiting for the fittings here for the brake booster and the O-ring to put back in place. When they arrive, all All right. Nothing more, nothing less. I'm not rubbing it here up because I'm gonna create lines. So that's why you see some discoloration from the heat, from the years, and you see here how it looks like. I can remove it, but after that, when it comes dry, it's gonna look shit. Then you have to put a little bit of WD-40 to be nice and shiny. Currently, it's nothing, it's pure dry, and I'm not sanding it. Okay, that's the last thing. It's supposed to be like this. And no, don't pay attention on that, don't pay attention on that. This is a crack because it comes apart here. Yeah, don't pay attention on that. Yeah. That's the story. I hope that I make myself clear. Thank you very much. For any news, I'm gonna make another video.